So good afternoon, everybody. I'm from 3 Squared. If you can have the next slide, please, Richard. So 3 Squared is an SME based up in Sheffield, privately owned, and essentially we provide bespoke and software as a service products into generally the railway sector, but it's actually sector agnostic. It could be manufacturing, all of transport, cross sector. Why we're particularly interested in 5G is in relation to our remote condition monitoring tools. So first of all, set the scene on this. Why is this important? Currently, average numbers are there around about 600 freight trains travelling on the network, generally speaking, every single day. Right now, the reliance on rail freight under COVID-19 has shot through the roof. Safe working, distancing, the difference in the commodity market and what needs to be moved around. Generally speaking, about 1 in 4 containers that come into a seaport get dispatched across the country by rail, and on average around about £30 billion of the goods are moved around the country by rail. One good train can represent anywhere between 60 and 70 HGVs off the road. So as well as being a potentially more economic and direct means of shifting goods around, there's a huge societal and environmental benefit to shifting more stuff by rail, stuff being a technical term there. So rail freight is moving around really well. We're working really well with the rail freight community. Of those average 600 trains per day, we are working on around about 120 of those. So we have got 4G enabled sensors fitted to around about 120 freight trains. What we're wanting to do is improve that remote condition monitoring. So rather than working in what we do currently, which is near to real time, we want to take that up to real time. We want instantaneous feeds. We want to instantaneously be able to track any upcoming problem with a rail freight vehicle in order that we can get it out of the way, so that we can make sure that that vehicle doesn't impede any other vehicle's passage. If you think of the railway network as a massive Tetris system going across the country, if any vehicle breaks down, it creates a bottleneck behind it. And when we do return to normal, none of us want to see that happening. So what we're proposing is if we can get a trial of 5G enabled sensors on a number of freight locomotives, we can theoretically improve our remote condition monitoring performance, which will have intrinsic and direct benefits across the entire railway network by improving passengers, increasing safety, reducing any emergency braking, for example. But then in terms of the UK economy, it has a myriad of benefits and effects. So what is it that we're looking for? If I can go to the next slide. Obviously lots of information through our website and our Twitter feed at 3 Squared. What we're looking for is a freight operator, which we're pretty confident we can source that ourselves, but if anyone in the audience has freight contacts, it's always worth comparing your network. Obviously a 5G provider, so anyone that is providing 5G, anyone that is looking to work with an SME in transport, I'd love to hear from you. And potentially we're interested in hardware suppliers as well. We are purely the software side of this. So if you have got any new sort of software technology, hardware technology, sorry, that you're wanting to improve in the transport or more specifically the railway sector, then this might be a really good opportunity for you as well. And that's it in a nutshell. Thank you all very much.